I don't want to beat the game, never return to it, and then the DLCs start coming out. So I think I'm of the opinion of just kind of putting it on pause. And probably in the meantime, we'll play where is it? A little bit of this, a little bit of Dragon Age Inquisition, you know? Because Veilguard's coming up sometime during the fall. I don't know when. Swap my what did it? Holy shit. I don't know. Got my game category out, just like chatting. Um, so yeah, I'm a big Dragon Age fan, right? I played Origins and 2 like 7, 10 times, 10 playthroughs. I've got I've got a lot of experience under my belt. Like I've pretty much played in like Dragon Age Origins is probably one of my favorite RPGs of like all time. It definitely has its flaws, and it it didn't age the best, right? Particularly graphically, but it was never really like graphically impressive. Um, Even like for the time. And again, but you play BioWare games for the story, right? And I did stream a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins a long time ago. I think this would have been way back in 2018, I think, during my first year of streaming. This was like before I started like saving VODs and stuff, so don't even bother going into the videos to look for like my playthrough of it. Um Never did a Dragon Age 2 one, but like, I didn't really like Dragon Age 2 as much as let's see. Dragon Age Veilguard. I didn't like Dragon Age 2 as much as Origins, or even as much as 3. I also never finished 3 because I was in college when it came out. Because that was like way back in 2014. That would have been like second year college, I think, that I played it. Um, we'll pause that. We'll watch the trailer later. Do they not have the announcement trailer here? They've got the gameplay trailer, but not the announcement trailer. Interesting. Is this the 11 minute? Oh, it's 20 minutes. Is it 20 minutes? I could have sworn it was 11 minutes, maybe 15. Whatever. The we'll watch this, I guess. React to it. We're a reaction channel now. But I never finished Inquisition, so I'd like to actually do that. Because to my knowledge, Veilguard during character creation is gonna have kind of like a, I guess they're kind of re-implementing the Dragon Age Keep as part of the character creation, like in the game. From what I've heard, I don't know how in depth it's gonna be, or if it's gonna cover all 3 of the previous games or just Inquisition. Um, Hopefully it covers all 3 of the games. Um, like particularly like Dragon Age Origins, I feel like that had a lot of the more consequential like impacts on the world state. Um, Not to say that like the events Dragon Age 2 weren't important. There was definitely some important things that happened in that game, particularly determining on if you sided with the mages or the Templars during that. But like, fuck Anders. All my homies hate Anders. He's an asshole and he doesn't like dogs. Fuck him. Uh, but yeah. So I'd like to maybe do Inquisition, and then when the Rogue Trader DLC comes out, maybe take a break from Inquisition, do that DLC, Or I guess maybe after finishing Inquisition, we finish Rogue Trader, and then hopefully by the time I'm done with that, both of those, this will have come out and like patches will have been done and whatnot. Because like y'all know modern gaming and how less than optimized and stuff games can be on launch. So like I pretty much have a policy nowadays of like when a game that I really want to play comes out, like wait a couple weeks before playing it. Just so that like patches and stuff can be doled out and whatnot. As yeah, I don't want to play a glitchy game on launch because that might like sour my interest in it. But yeah, so yeah, probably do Inquisition. I do know some of the spoilery stuff that happens in the game, particularly regarding a certain DLC that everybody on TikTok is just spoiling willy nilly. Um, but I already knew. Solus. I'm probably gonna do a Solus romance because want that maximum drama for for Veilguard's story. Um, I don't know what build I would do though, like warrior, rogue, or mage yet, but I usually enjoy playing as mages in those games. Usually, that or rogue depends on what my party makeup is. But yeah, the really looking forward to Veilguard. Damn, huge sale. You can literally get the entire fucking franchise for $10 right now. Holy shit. Cool. Um, but yeah. Full reveal summer 2024. Full reveal, not necessarily. Look at that chalice. Uh, not exactly. Feeling the date. And how progression works. Skill trees. Large circle class, diamonds abilities. Medium circles, major passives, and ability upgrades. Small hexagons traits. Isn't that kind of how it was in Inquisition? Okay, that's a pretty big skill tree. Like bigger than previous games. I remember like skill trees and Origins were very like straightforward. It's just going down a line of abilities. More on gameplay here. A deep dive. Comment, ability, skill trees. It's an article. Uh, that just explains what we're seeing in all of these images. Uh, Rook Thorn. Control sustain burst. Okay. So this looks like some sort of mage character. Spellblade, maybe like some warrior mage combo. I don't know. Saboteur. Oh, I can't enlarge these ones. What the heck? So that's probably rogue. Yeah, duelist, saboteur, veil ranger. These look like kind of specializations. Champion, reaper, slayer. Yeah, that's definitely warrior. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got like the general class, which is in this kind of hexagon, and then we've got the specializations for each class out on the periphery. I understand now. They didn't do the entire cube. That messes with me. That like my aesthetics is just is so weapons boo something control sustain blast or burst. Okay. Shall we watch this? Suppose one thing we could do is I could just make my Inquisition character now. Um, or actually, Dragon Age Keep. Make sure this doesn't have like any fucking personal info before I bring it over to the screen. Here, we'll set this up to okay. Prep, prep, preparation. How the fuck? How the fuck do you spell preparation? I'm like forgetting. Oh, ARA. I was doing ERA. Writer, I'm too kind-hearted. What the fuck does that mean? Also, no such thing as that. What the hell does that mean? Get some music playing. Alright, I think this is just a default. Or the one that I used for my previous playthrough of Inquisition. From like so many fucking years ago. 10 years ago, I think that was. Also, how you doing, Cap? I'm plunging myself into poverty for others. Okay. You act like that's a bad thing. Also, I'm good. I mean, if you're plunging yourself into poverty for others, like, yes, that is good. Like, morally. Like, I do believe that is literally supposed to be, like, the cornerstone of Christian ideology. Not that, you know, Christianity actually follows through on that, but that's what Jesus did, at least. You're Jesus. You're acting like Jesus. Olivia Olivia is lonely is mega cute. Ooh, what a username. I'm pretty sure that's a bot. But if not, Olivia, I hope you're doing good. I hope you find companionship in your life. Whether it be a partner or friends. So I'm Jesus. Got it. Oh god, that's gonna go to your head now. I immediately regret saying this. Bring a new world state. Or we'll do Veil Guard. Wait, Veil Guard. There we go. Anticipation. 2024. You're not my child. It would never go to my head. Uh-huh. Yeah? Play? Share? Unlocked? Delete? What does play mean? Load up in the keep? If I remember correctly, you can't even do custom heroes for this one. Yeah. Because, like, the shit is gone. So I always liked playing as Iduken. Like, Dwarf Noble was always my favorite origin in Dragon Age Origins. I just like the story of it, and then like the later drama, which, by the way, we're gonna be talking major Dragon Age spoilers from now on. Warning, I guess. Let me that. Go from there to that. This. Boom. Okay. Focus on just the window. So yeah, I always like this, and which one is it? I think this. I think this is the Dalish. Yeah. Origins. The most. Dalish is fun. I like that. And Human Noble is also good. As well. Like, I mean, honestly, the only ones that I don't particularly care for was the Noble or Dwarf Commoner one, where you're part of, like, where you're trying to escape from a life indentured to the cartels. But yeah, I also like that whichever origin you don't choose, with I think the Kuzlins, later in the game you pretty much find out what happened to them. They all died, by the way. So like if you don't play as them, like Mahariel, Broska, Tabriz, Serana, Amil, or like Serana or Amil will just die. Confirmed. Writer hates commoners. That's me, member of the bourgeoisie, hating commoners. Loving capitalism. These are things that I'm well known for, Cap. They are my modus operandi. Everybody knows this. Tuli's actually secretly a fascistic capitalist, a member of the bourgeoisie. But yeah. Anyways, I think so tempted to clip that. Do it right now. We're gonna do Kuzlin. Alyssa. I don't remember any of the names of my characters. Caitlin. Boom. Caitlin Kuzlin. Get that alliteration in. Hero of Roden was the younger daughter of Bryce Kuzlin, Terran of Highover, when Orrend and Howe's forces attacked Castle Kuzlin and murdered most of the Kuzlin family. The hero escaped to safety with Grey Warden Commander Duncan, who then recruited her into the Order. Duncan. How do I select? How do I select who? This is right, like Rogue, right? I guess it's just heroes. How do I? Oh, tapestry, probably. Yeah, there we go. What does this mean? Features in 3 different world states. We'll go with you. Default heroes. Nothing but default heroes, huh?
Catwalk has paid their guild dues for 37 months. Woo.
You've made a horrible financial decision. For 37 months in a row. Died killing the Archdemon? No. Alive and well. Romance. Usually when I play Miss Kuzlin, it would be Alistair. Get that king and queen route going. Recruited dog? I mean, who doesn't recruit the dog? Also, my Twitch died. Rip. Alright, Reverend Mother, freed Stan. What are the other options? Didn't free Stan. Why would you not free Stan? Pick the lock. Okay, yeah, we'll say we persuaded her. The Reverend Mother in charge of Lotharing's Chantry was persuaded to release the Kunari warrior into the Warden's custody. Yes. Recruited Stan, recruited Ogren, executed by Warden, executed by Alistair, died killing the Archdemon, alive and well. I have done one playthrough where I let Logain live. It pretty much causes Alistair to leave the party because he's very much against it. But we'll say killed by the Warden. Argon recruited. Didn't return Stan's sword. Why would you not do that? Of course you return that shit. Recruited Zevran. Zevran's a good lad. Bisexual icon. Alistair died. Axter became king, stayed with the Wardens, became a drunk. Okay, this. Yes. Alistair were not lovers. Mistress, queen. Yes. Recruited Win. Survived the 5th blight. In the events of the Broken Circle. Killed after poisoning the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Alive and well. Liliana. And an old god baby with Alistair. Didn't have a baby. You have to play as a male character for that. And a human baby with the warden. I think that only happens if you are playing as a male character and you romance Morgan and do the do with her. Acquired grimoire. They refused to face Flemeth and did not acquire her grimoire. Acquired grimoire through peaceful means. Acquired her grimoire. I know that no matter what, she lives because she's literally super powerful. Incredibly powerful. Alright. Prologue. Oscar prisoner left alone. No, I always feed that guy. Give up your fucking lunch, dude. There you go. I mean, can't you, like, steal? Oh, no. He gives the key to you. Cured Mabari Hound. Anyone who does not cure the Hound is a fucking psychopath. Urn of Sacred Ashes. Earn not poison. Earn poisoned. Not poisoned. All of Redcliffe. Helped fight. Helped prepare. Connor died. I usually save him. Boop. And make sure he's not possessed. Bella left Redcliffe. Who the fuck is Bella? The Tavern Mistress. Took ownership of the tavern. Left Redcliffe to start her own brewery. I don't know which of these is the better option. Like, the imagery and lighting makes me think this is the better option, but we'll go with this. Can always use a new brewery. Did nothing to help find Bevan. Oh, that was the kid that was in the closet. In the wardrobe. The woman found Bevan and claimed a powerful heirloom sword from the young man's family to help stand against the blight, despite vowing to return it afterwards. Took sword. Paid for sword. Powerful enchanted blade. Did not find the sword. Scared him. But later returned it. Return it? Says a lot about me. I've definitely gotten the sword from him before. Usually I pay for it. But you can actually return it? I didn't know that, so we'll choose that one then. We'll choose the one I didn't know about. Owen's daughter was never rescued. I rescue her. Always. Isolde is alive. Sacrificed herself? No. This just in, Ryder hates commoners. Oh. See, hating commoners. Loving capitalism. These are things that I'm well known for, Cap. They are my modus operandi. Everybody knows this. Julie's actually secretly a fascistic capitalist. A member of the bourgeoisie. Confirmed. It's just in. True. True and based. You fucking posted that to swindlers. Yeah. Julie's a populist. The werewolves were cured of their decades-long curse, and the Dayless joined the Warden's forces against Blight. Swayed by the pleas of the Lady of the Forest, eliminated. I usually find a compromise. Brokered peace. Didn't encounter Kamen and Gaina. Broke them up, bringing the young couple together. Play the matchmakers. Didn't help Elora save the Hala. Didn't tell Atheris about his wife's fate. Tell him. His wife became a werewolf. Took the news of his wife's turning poorly, but he knew the truth. Didn't bring Verathorn Ironbark. Not like a main mission. Turned a sizable portion to the Elven Crafter. Didn't encounter Dagon. Eliminated the Elven Scout. Carried the unconscious elf back to his people. Yep. Yes, sir. Paragon of her kind. Probably one of my favorite arcs in the game. Rita Branca. Oh, like, always you gotta bring Ogren with this. For this one. And also, this is one of my favorite arcs because I like to play as Dwarf Noble, and you get to see a lot of, Dwarf Nobles have a lot of tie-in to this arc. Dalish have a lot of tie-in to the, one we just did as well. But I feel like it feels more impactful in the, like, the origin feels like more directly related, here in this arc. Karadin and the Warden defeated Branca and destroyed the Anvil of the Void, ending both the threat it posed and the opportunity it represented. The Warden convinced Branca that her quest for the Anvil was self-destructive. Branca ultimately destroyed it before ending her own life. Joining forces with the Warden against Karadin, Branca set about uncovering the Anvil's dark secrets. I usually destroy it. Balin rules. Dagna! Why would you refuse to help her? Left to study. Always. Marty? I think this requires... for attending to his royal duties. Did the Warden have relations with Marty before being cast out of Orzammar? No. I'm not playing as a dwarven character. Have a son with Marty? No. Hold on, what happens if I do this? Yeah, thought so. Okay. That'd be funny. I just, like, fucking wrecked the playthrough by just, like, somehow finagling it so that my character, my female human character, has a child with some dwarf lady. Balin rules. Harrowmount claimed the throne of Orzammar. His traditional values put dwarves first in all things. No. I always find... I think Harrowmount is the... probably the worst option for Orzammar. Because if I remember the ending site correctly, like, that just causes Orzammar to, like, stagnate and kind of fade from, like, prominence in history. Just lead to, like, a stagnation decline, whereas Balin actually, like, causes Orzammar to be, like, rather prosperous. Went on to lead the dwarves, following in his father's footsteps and leading with a progressive eye, wanting to reestablish firmer ties to the surface kingdoms. Yeah, like, he's a bit fascistic, but he's still, like, progressive. Like, more authoritarian. It didn't speak to Filda. Oh, boy. Said Rook was dead. Rook survived his encounter with the Warden, but Filda was given the closure of believing her son had perished in the deep roads. Rook lived on in his ghoulish half-life after his encounter with the Warden, and Filda heard the harsh truth about his state. Although limited, never learned. A ghoul, after staining himself on darkspawn flesh, the Warden put him out of his misery and deemed the horrible truth worth sharing with Filda. Filda knew only that her son died a hero. They usually do this. Like, Ruck asks you to tell her that he's dead, and that's usually what I do. Honor, you know? Legion of the Dead? Yes. Noble House. Thank you. Stolen Tome? The Warden did not engage with the Stolen Tome from the Shaper. Stolen Tome was safely returned, preserving dwarven lore. Sold to a fence. Doing it generally good. Urkel didn't create a chantry. Thanks to the warden's intervention, Brother Burkle was able to start his chantry in the Dwarven City. It proved divisive. I'm gonna say no. What was the fate of Zelinda and her son? Remained in Dusttown. Zelinda's father was convinced to take his daughter back, much to their mutual relief. Zelinda left for the surface to have a normal life, and her son were taken in by Brother Burkle's chantry. Left her son in the deep roads, dark. Reconnect them. Including Rogex lyrium deal. Lyrium was never smuggled. Significant quantity to the Ferelden Circle Tower. I don't know what the consequence of that is, so we're gonna say no. The warden helped Orda find the proof she needs to join the assembly as a member of House Orton. Memories were never returned. Memories were returned, yes. Alright. Dwarf. Alright. Broken Circle. Only 3 things, huh? Mages supported, Templars supported, always mages. Always support the oppressed. First enchanter survived the battle. Didn't survive. He survived. Did not agree to Colin's request. Warner did not agree to Colin's request to kill the mages in the tower. Agreed. Yeah, no. Man. Everybody hates the Fade. Like, everybody fucking hates the Fade part of this quest line. And I love that there's no mention of it whatsoever. Nothing. Nothing. No mention of it whatsoever at all. Even the devs hated it, apparently. There was nothing of consequence in that segment. Apparently. Denerim. Sir Landry alive. I don't remember who Sir Landry is, I'll be honest. Didn't tell Ban Sigurd about Oswin. About finding Oswin in Allhal's torture room. Yes, tell him. You need to do that in order to get support for the war. Didn't bring the scroll to Sister Justine. Bring the ancient encrypted scroll to Sister Justine in dinner room. The lost verses were not recovered. Relied to find a true antiquity. Sister Justine gleefully took the scroll to study. Oop. Didn't complete Slim Baldry's crime wave. Did not. Doing like a good character world state, we shall not do that. Didn't help clear customers out of the Pearl. The warden helped Sergeant Kylan clear the White Falcons out of the Pearl. Pearl suffered the clumsy attention of his patrons in a way that was deeply unsatisfying for all involved. The gentlemen were encouraged to leave. If I remember correctly, that's just combat. They were killed. Didn't handle the Crimson Oars. Handled the Crimson Oars for Sergeant Kylan in Denerim. The Oars went on to terrorize patrons at the Noble for some time, much to the innkeeper's relief. Okay, didn't give Afstana her brother's ring. Irminric, though racked by lyrium withdrawal, sent proof of his survival to his sister via the warden. Didn't return the amulet to the beggar. Return the worn amulet to the beggar woman in Denerim's alienage. Yes. Having her grandmother's amulet again allowed the beggar a measure of peace. Didn't complete Master Ignacio's assassinations. Earned access to a special stock of goods by earning Ignacio's favor. Killed Master Ignacio. I want to see. Dragon Age. storyline, and the endings. Epilogue. Or origins. Okay. There's a lot to through, actually. Holy shit. Log slideshow. Okay. Ruler, hero marrying. Doesn't say anything about what happens, so if you kill him. We'll just... You know what? Drama. We'll say he died. We killed him. Didn't encounter Goldana. Yeah, no, do that. You need that to get his hardened ending, which makes him into an actually good king. Marceline sent her away. And is Liliana's old mentor and lover. Okay, the lands meet. Alistair and the Warden rule. Yes. That's it? That's the only choice? The epilogue slide, I saw that there was like a alienage. Maybe you have to be an alienage elf for that to happen. Alright. Awakening expansion. Warden killed the architect. Warden allowed the architect to live. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the architect in Awakening makes like intelligent darkspawn. But he can be reasoned with. And he's trying to basically find a way to break the calling, basically, but for like darkspawn. Whereas like afterwards, in like the later games, I believe it's known that the hero for Odin is kind of searching for a cure for the calling. So we're gonna say that he lives. Nathaniel alive and well. Survived an encounter with the Warden Commander. Yes. Keep protected. Protected the keep. Amaranth protected. Found a way to save both the keep and Amaranthine. Sure. Go for best possible outcome. The Warden did not help. Did Ogren reunite with his child and Felsi? Yeah. I mean, Ogren is one of my favorite characters. If you could romance Ogren, I would, without hesitation. Oh my god. Without hesitation, I would romance him. I would woo him. The Warden did not go through with, like, I can fix him, I swear. Went through the Alluvian. Why'd you stab her? Okay, so that's more of a... Didn't go through the Alluvian. Okay, Warden's Keep DLC. Gain the power of blood. Did not consume the concoction. So this gives you like blood magic. I remember that. I don't remember it being particularly good. Or like worth it. Sure, we'll say my guy is a bit of a blood main. Both Sophia and Avernus perish. Avernus. First plane of 9 hells. Slayed Avernus. Slayed Sophia, and Avernus continued research. Slayed Sophia and allowed Avernus ethical research. Lot. Aftermath. Epilogue for Awakening. God, I forgot. I was like going through this. I freaking forgot that that Anders is in this. He was first. I don't remember him being as annoying in this one. In Awakening. Okay. I'm not even looking the right fucking DLC. Whoops. Lol. I was looking at the I was looking at the Awakening DLC endings. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Look at those bugs. Do this. Add a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice with a may or may not be reformed blood mage. Alright. Yeah, right. This one. There we go. Or let's look at how many playthroughs of this game I did. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7 playthroughs of this game. Wild. Caitlin, Nathaniel, Einar, Garrett, Marion. It seems like its default hero name, isn't it? It is. Kainwin. Hey, look, Kainwin. I have a many year-long history of using that name for stuff. I like playing as a mage in this game. Featuring one world state. The daughter of Malcolm Hawk and Leandra Amil. This means that your hero Ferelden could be, I guess, cousins with Hawk if you play as a human mage. I did not realize that. Holy shit. Marin has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. Her father was a mage, and his gifts were passed on to both Marion and Bethany, Malcolm's younger daughter. Malcolm refused to submit himself to the Chancellor's rule. He kept his abilities a secret and taught his daughters to do the same. Therefore, the family was constantly on the move to avoid Templar hunters. 10 years ago, the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. Though Leandro worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up with them, Malcolm's teachings were sufficient to keep them safe. He died 3 years ago, leaving Marion responsible for the welfare of her mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Carver enlisted in King Caelan's regiment, saying the horde spilling from the Korkari wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun. If the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately, Marion remained in Lothering to safeguard the family. Carver appeared on their doorstep almost a month later, exhausted and injured. King Caelan had been betrayed and slain at Ostagar, and the horde was advancing on Lothering. Though Marion and the others were making plans to leave, they fled their home before they were fully prepared, and it may still be too late. Diplomatic? Sarcastic fuck. Always sarcasm. Alright. Prologue. Join smugglers. Join mercenaries. Smugglers. Companions. No one romanced. Romanced Anders? No, fuck Anders. I mean, rather, don't fuck Anders. The escaped vintage slave Fenris captured Hawk's heart, thankfully not in his usual manner. While nothing could dampen Isabella's free spirit, Hawk found love with her. Merrill finally found acceptance with Hawk. Sebastian. I never had Sebastian. I didn't have that DLC growing up. I don't think I played any of the Dragon Age 2 DLCs. Like, at all. Meryl is good egg. Bethany died while escaping Lotheren, unfortunately. Circle Mage, Grey Warden, and the Deep Roads. Boop. Carver became a Templar. If I remember correctly, Carver's better ending is if he joins the Grey Wardens. And then meanwhile, Bethany's good ending is if she joins the Circle, I think. Bethany did not leave to see the Mage Templar War. Yep. Friends with Varric. Rivals with Varric. Why would you be rivals with Varric? Varric is best boy. Bartrand killed. After its descent in madness, Bartrand did not survive the events in Kirkwall. With Bartrand. Bartrand would never be the same, but he survived his descent into madness. Dragon Age series, Dragon Age 2. Why am I not just looking up? Epilogue. Dragon Age 2. There we go. The epilogue for page for this is like super short. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, game. Thanks for... Okay. Who the fuck is Bartrand? Give me the deets. Wiki. Bartrand. Quest. Deep Roads Expedition. Family Matter. Red lyrium. Fuck, that's what that was. That's the spooky lyrium. It's the spooky, like, drug lyrium. Okay, Varric wishes to kill his brother, though Hawk can change the outcome. He allows Bartram to be killed. Varric will wish his brother farewell before shooting him with a bolt. Bartram spared. Varric will leave him in his estate temporarily, returning later to put him into a chantry sanitarium. Yeah, say his brother's still alive, you know? Helped Varric discover cause of haunting. Help Varric discover what was haunting his brother Bartram's manor. Yeah, it's Red Lyrium. Varric did not keep the Red Lyrium idle. No. Good Isabella did not return to Hawk. Played by her conscious and likely against her better judgment. Yes. By the time the Canary attacked. She returned. Fenris is alive and well. Didn't bring Isabella to the Arashok. Isabella was not returned over to the Arashok, resulting in a violent conflict. But Isabella's imprisonment resulted in a peaceful resolution to the Canary uprising in Kirkwall. I don't think I ever did that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Not gonna hand her over, though. Fuck you. Meryl stayed with Hawk. Oh yeah, she can move in. After being expelled from her clan and moving to Kirkwall, Meryl lent her considerable magical skills to Hawk's cause. Yes. Alive and well, didn't approve of Anders' actions at the Chantry. Or did. No amount of explanation could convince Hawk that Anders was in the right. Hawk backed Anders' actions, perhaps moved by the mage's claim that such things were inevitable. No. Too extreme. Anders executed. Anders alive and well. After the mage admitted his guilt, Hawk executed him on the spot. Okay. Yeah, we'll say he was executed. Fuck Anders. Did not destroy the Illuvian. Refused to abandon the mirror after spending so much time restoring it. The Illuvian lay in shards when Meryl finished the cursed thing destroyed. And I don't know. Okay, let's see. Bring in H2 companions. Where's Meryl? Little Meryl. Quest. Meryl, friend or foe? The new place. We'll say she's... Say we didn't do that. Aveline did not marry Donick. Yeah, sure. Marry. Stayed with Hawk. Group ruins to the end. Clan was not killed. Clan was killed. No. Don't kill the clan. Only one clan worth killing. That's the Ku Klux Klan. Sebastian joined Hawk's cause after the pair investigated former allies of the Vale family. Sure. Didn't make Talus angry. Who the fuck is this? Parted on amicable terms. Fundamentally disagreed about her ultimate objective and how it related to the Kunari. Who's Talus? I don't remember this. Who's Talus? Is this a DLC? This. Elven Kunari Assassin. Who is the protagonist of Dragon Age Redemption and is also a temporary companion in Mark of the Assassin. Quests. Apparently has a bunch of things. We'll go with didn't make her angry, sure. Didn't kiss Talus. Romancing Kunari spies is rarely the wisest thing a champion can do. With nothing serious. Well, nothing serious could come of it in the short term. The attraction was real. No. Loyal. Okay. All that just for companions. God damn. Alright, Act 1. Fought against Templars. Convinced Templars to leave. Convinced Templars to make their search elsewhere, protecting the mages. Hawk turned the mages over, back into the custody. Okay. And the mages from Templar capture. Fuck them Templars, dude. Didn't return cargo to Martin. After receiving his goods, Martin set up a small illicit shop in the Hanged Man. Sure. Kelder killed. Ended Kelder's life, likely saving the lives of others. Returned the deeply disturbed man to his father, Magistrate Vanard. I don't remember this guy. Been so long. Kelder. Go to Vanard. Involvement. He's dead. We'll say he's dead. Didn't return Samson safely to the Viscount. Was rescued not from the Kunari, but from the mercenary group determined to hold him hostage. Sure. Guinness died. Guinness died at Hawk's hand after forcing a conflict rather than have any competition for the ward of Samus's return. Never came into conflict with the mercenary leader. Alright, she's dead. Go to Danzig. While searching for Fenrir, Hawk and company killed the slaver Danzig in Darktown. Yeah, no, he's a slaver. Kill him. Didn't look for Ghislaine's wife. did not hunt for Nanette. Well, he learned that she had died, Hawk spared the nobleman the grisly details. Learned the grisly fate of his wife. Sure. Didn't solve mystery of the missing miners. From the bone pit. Did not help Hubert discover the fate of his crew of miners that left at the bone pit. Traveled to the bone pit to help unfortunate people. Blackmailed Sir Thrask. Sir Thrask. Templar, serving the moderate Templar. He's strangely understanding of mages. And a few skeptical of Meredith's actions. He's also an occasional drinking buddy. Didn't blackmail. Iduna killed. Is Iduna killed? Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east, died from the breaking of her compulsion. Did not die from the breaking of her compulsion. Iduna is a sex worker in Kirkwall's brothel, the Blooming Rose. Alright. Wholesome. Quest enemies among us. Okay. Hey, she's alive. Send Farino to the Dalish. To the Circle. To the Dalish. Why would I send her to the Circle? That shit's about to get blown up. Kieran reinstated with Templars. Kicked out of Templar. Karen. Isn't Karen also like... Okay, no, I guess I'm thinking of a different character. I could have swore there was someone in Inquisition with that name. Probably a different character. Back. There we go. Dude. Speaking to the Templar recruits in the gallows, it is revealed that several other recruits have disappeared as well. From the investigation, it turns out that blood mages led by Rowan have been kidnapping recruits. Karen is the only surviving victim. Merrill and Anders are present when Hawk rescues Karen. Hawk can ask them to verify if Karen is possessed. Both of them will state that he is safe. Either to allow him to stand in the order or expel him. Hawk can also mention that they check not possessed without mentioning how exactly they did it via a special dialogue option. Was expelled from the order. His father can be found in Lowtown near Camlin's house. Stumbling and drunk, Karen and Matcha are standing not far away from him. The debt in the family becomes available. Okay. Finally, if you remain with her, then Sir Roger will be investigating him. Not to frame a Templar. Stayed with where it was dismissed by the order. He takes part in the thing. Roger. Alright. Defeated Ketrajan. Or defended Ketrajan from the Canary. Handed her over to the Canary. No. Freedom. Karas killed. Aided by Sir Thrask, killed and his group of Templars. But it's not to kill Karas and his group of Templars. If I remember correctly, these guys were fucking assholes. Right? Karas, more like kiss ass. Brings some ages to go of Karas and Thrask to the circle. Learn to Karas that the apostates are dead. Okay. Let's say he's alive. Act 2. Killed Gascard. While ultimately not responsible for the disappearance, Gascard's methods for protecting them were unsavory. Eventually leaving Kirkwall. Gascard. Guy looks like an asshole. A Legion noble who now lives in Kirkwall. I say he's dead. Picked by Shades. Finding evidence Gascard is a blood mage. His escape from the Starkhaven Circle. Named Alessa. Claims to be innocent of the murders. Says that he is in fact hunting the true killer who murdered his sister several years ago. Either kill them or offer their assistance in finding the killer. The magic ritual. Locate Alessa and take Hawk to her. He's dead. Side with Varnell against the Qunari. Used to aid the Templars' plan to disrupt the fragile peace between Kirkwall and the Qunari, causing the two to fight side by side against the Qunari prisoners. God, I'm having to look up so many things for this. I like how Dragon Age Origins, yes, I remember all of the choices. This one, no, I don't remember who these fucking people are. Like a lot of character specific ones. Okay, no, he's dead. Fuck him. Didn't side with Patrice. Received no aid from Hawk and her plans to vilify the Qunari. Sound on the Qunari? No. Why would I do that? Didn't discover the looter of Herbert. The thief Becker was ultimately behind the looting. Didn't encounter Yevon. Saved Ewan. Rescued at the expense of his brother Marin's life. Man was rescued from the Darkspawn pursuing him, though his brother Aaron perished as a result. Yev. N. Service dwarf merchant. He's also in good standing with the Dwarf Merchants Guild. He's the father of Marin, Emrys, and Aaron, and the employer of Dara, an elven woman who raised his sons after his wife died. Involvement. Fool's Gold. 3 sons. Like the youngest brother Marin in a room full of darkspawn before scampering off to find the treasure. Then tells Emrys to go back to his father and must now choose which brother to save. Hawk goes around the locked door and goes to the room Marin is locked in. Hawk and him must help him fight off a small troop of darkspawn. This act saves Marin, who then goes back to his father. However, doing this will result in Aaron's death. Tomb and runs straight to Aaron. Helping Aaron fight off his darkspawn will result in Marin's death. On returning, with only 2 sons, is devastated if Marin is the one who perished and is told the truth. Raged and banishes Aaron. His brother Aaron perished. Okay. Javaris dies. Javaris. Oh. Javaris. Hintop. What a name. Hawk allowed her to leave, turning her attention to the true Gatlock thief. Javaris had been framed for the theft of the Gatlock, but Hawk still held him responsible for the events that led to Kirkwall's situation worsening. Javaris did not survive. I see. We'll keep him alive. Killed the Aeroshock. Or no, didn't encounter Lieutenant Harley. Hawk broke off before the attack was complete, leaving the guardsmen to their struggle. Work with the Kirkwall defenders to eliminate the entrenched raiders. Rather than risk the guards, simply attack the entrenched raiders. Oop. And freed and left for Tevinter? I'd recovered from his ordeal in the Fade, bound to master his abilities, leaving for the Tevinter Empire to study with the Magisters there. Abilities were dangerous enough that he was eventually made tranquil, rendered emotionless and free from magic through a ritual that severed his connection to the Fade. Tevinter. Sure. You know that a good chunk of the next game is going to be in Tevinter, so... Okay. Thank you for the follow, Ninja for Life 31. How you doing? Welcome. We're doing some figuring out what a world state for an upcoming Dragon Age Inquisition game is going to be. And I'll be honest, I'm going through all of these Dragon Age 2 ones, and although I've played apparently 7 playthroughs of it, I don't remember shit. I'm having to look up characters left and right. I can choose to duel the airstrike to the death. Yeah, he's dead. And a little bit of spice. A little bit of tension with the Kunari. Alright, that's Act 2. Act 3. Alright, I suppose we would have to do Legacy DLC first. Sided with Valerius. Despite Valerius' obvious corruption, Hawk heeded the former warden and worked to prevent Janica from freeing the imprisoned Darkspawn. Unable to fully trust Valerius, Hawk supported Janica's theory and worked with her to free the imprisoned Darkspawn. Corypheus's prison. Alright, see, now this is something that I never did, but I do know, at least, that Corypheus is a major villain in Inquisition, from the bit that I played. Found Malcolm's will. Who the fuck is Malcolm? Or, oh wait, no, Malcolm Hawk, right? He's like grandfather or something. Alright, Act 3. Didn't help Nuncio find the assassin. And the crows had no need of his assistance. Oh, Nuncio. No, horribly misspelled that. Nuncio. I put Mimcio. Nuncio Caldera Lanos. An Antiva noble hunting for an elven assassin. Hiding among the Dalish. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, this is Zevran. Hogden turns Zevran over to Nuncio. Zevran returned the favor by supporting the champion in the final battle between the mages and Templars. Yes. Nathaniel. Oh, Nathaniel Howe. Perished unaware of the troubles in Kirkwall. Safely recovered. Boop. How did Hawk help Yevon find his friend? Didn't encounter Yevon. Oh. Reunited Charade and Gamlin. Turn the gem of Karashek to Gamlin. Uncle Gamlin. Looking him out. Leandra Amu. Hawk. Okay. Daughter Charade, of whose existence he is completely unaware. Need not. Alright, yeah. Reunite him. Hand over conspirators to Orson. Meredith, fuck Meredith. I'm the first agenda to deal with them away from Templar eyes. Allowed Emil to go free. Who the fuck is this? A bit more world-wise for his experience. Emil dated on set. Oh. Blush me. Alright. If Emil is allowed to leave. Later, when reporting to Meredith, Hawk can either tell the truth or tell the Knight Commander that Emil is dead. If Hawk tells Meredith the truth, Emil will simply state that they will track him down. Fenris is in the party and not a friend or full rival. He reveals Hawk's lie. Okay. Side with mages. Why would you ever side with Templars, man? Let Karen go. Left the Templar Order. Left. Didn't kill dragon at Bone Pit. No, of course you killed it. Of course you killed it. I mean, come on. And oh, this lets you know how far into the game I got. I imagine like these ones are probably DLCs. Looks like I got about halfway through the game, I guess. All right. There we go. We're gonna... You guys watch this while I just, in silence, I just take this. Need to export. Place the current active road state in your game slot. Would you like to continue? Yes. Used on start of new Dragon Age Inquisition game. Alright, there we go. I like switch screens to show you this, just in case it showed any personal information. It didn't. Other than, I guess, like my Dragon Age Keep username, which I guess would be my EA or Origin username. I don't think it's called Origin anymore. So yeah, this Dragon Age Inquisition. It looks nice. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Combat looks kind of
Guess we're sliding down.
But it's also very obviously early game. Yippee!
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
Looks like he's playing as a rogue. They're definitely leaning more into the action RPG aspect of it. He spins so much.
Venatori, take your revenge!
Little green pots.
Alright, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
I do hate that. And I'm not sure if it's just the dark lighting, but I hate that Varric's hair is not red for some reason.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friend said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
Ah, I see.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
They're still doing the old Mass Effect wheel that summarizes your dialogue rather than actually give the line that you say. Always fucking hated that. And also it looks like they brought back the
You get right to the point.
sarcasm options.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go, before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
I like the little ruffles there.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
We'll stop that there. Avoid spoilers. Oop. Oh no, it's my desktop. Alright. We're gonna end it here. 30 minutes over. But, you know, we now have a save state. I have a save state ready for Inquisition. Which I suppose if we're keeping to that roadmap that I discussed earlier, like Rogue Trader, we'll maybe start that on Monday. With, and by start Inquisition, I mean make our character an Inquisition, because let's be real, it's gonna, that's gonna take me a while. Oh, shit. I did just remember that the character creation in Inquisition sucks because of super poor lighting. I wonder if they fixed that at all, or if I'm gonna have to install a mod. Who knows? Monday might also be a mod installation stream. We'll see. We'll see how the character creation goes. I remember it being like very dark and like everything was tinted green, basically, which made it so that like you could very easily ruin your character's appearance. Because you make it look good while it's in dark green, but once you're actually in some fucking sunlight, you look not like your like you wanted your character to look like. Yeah, I'll have to see if that's still a problem in the base game, and if so, Monday's stream will probably turn into a modding stream. But yeah, for now though, we're getting into here for today.